624 AD, the desert sands of Arabia bore witness to a battle that would change the course of history forever, the Battle of Badr. This confrontation marked a pivotal moment in the rise of Islam, pitting the fledgling Muslim community against the formidable Quraysh of Mecca. The journey to this defining moment began in the city of Mecca, where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, first received the revelation of Islam. His message of monotheism and social justice challenged the deeply entrenched polytheistic traditions of the Quraysh. Facing relentless persecution, the Prophet and his followers fled to Medina in what is known as the Hijrah, seeking refuge and the freedom to practice their faith. In Medina, the Muslim community grew stronger, but tensions with the Quraysh escalated. The Quraysh, seeking to crush this rising threat, organized a caravan laden with wealth. The Muslims, knowing the strategic importance of this caravan, planned to intercept it, aiming to weaken their adversaries economically. On the 17th of Ramadan, 624 AD, the two forces met at Badr, just left of Yathrib. The Muslim army, numbering just over 300 men, faced a Quraysh force 3 times its size. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslims were driven by faith and the leadership of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had strategically placed shielded men onto the flanks as well as a support batch just behind the defensive line to help any struggling flank to try and stand against the Meccans' upcoming charge. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had also strategically picked the battlefield to his advantage, with the surrounding mountains wedging both armies in between, providing support from being flanked. Prophet Muhammad had also ordered for the wells to be removed via sand to force the Meccans into an attack. As the two armies stood off, a man by the name of Aswad from the Meccan army swore he would drink from the well near Prophet Muhammad's camp, and therefore calling upon a one-on-one duel against one of the Muhajirin. As a result of this, Hamza, the Prophet Muhammad's uncle and one of the best fighters in Arabia, stepped forward for the fight.
يطلب ثاره ويرى في الموت بشارة لا يملك غير حجارة ألف الإذلال وقاما ينسج بالعز فخارا كطريد سئم دجاه ومضى يستجلي نهارا كالنجم الهائم يهوى في فلك المجد مدارا لم يرضى الدنيا دارا كلا والبغي جدارا.
Aswad had fallen to the hands of Hamza. However, as a result of the death of Aswad, 3 important men to the Meccan tribes stepped forward, demanding only the Muhajirin to come and fight them. These men were Al-Walid, Shayba, and Utbah. In response to these accusations, the Muhajirin came forward. These men were Hamza, once again, Ibn Ubaidah, and Ali.
يرضى الدنيا داره والبغي وجداره.
See you in hell!
مقدام يطلب ثاره ثارات الأرض بشاره لا يملك غير حجاره. قام ينصر الازدهار كطريق سئم دجاه ومضى يستجل نارا كالنجم الهائم يهوى في فلك المجد. لم يرضى الدنيا داره كلا والبغي وجداره.
At the end of these fights, Hamza had killed Shayba. Ali had killed Al-Walid. However, Ibn Ubaidah had taken a fatal blow, severing his leg from the knee down. Utbah would have killed him if not for Hamza, who saved Ibn Ubaidah, killing Utbah in the process. Both Ali and Hamza dragged Ibn Ubaidah back to the Prophet Muhammad's camp, where he drew his last breath and died as a martyr on the battlefield. At the end of these duels, the Meccan army had enough and started their first of 3 charges at the Muslims' weak infantry shield wall. Prophet Muhammad's army somehow stood strong against the Meccans' charge, with many people saying the Muslim army had spiritual assistance in the form of angels who aided them in battle. After the initial charge, the Meccan army had retreated back to camp to regain cohesion, which allowed them to carry out their second charge onto the weakened Muslim shield wall. Once again, the Muslim army had, against all odds, withstood the second charge onto the shield wall, forcing the Meccans' army back once again to regain much-needed cohesion and energy. Sometime later, the third and final charge had commenced. After another failed charge by the Meccans, they had retreated once again. However, this time, looking completely disheartened and fatigued, indicating their inability to carry on fighting. This was Prophet Muhammad's cue to send out an all-out charge onto the Meccan army to force a retreat and try and win the battle. After the Muslim army had started their charge onto the Meccan tribes, they had no will nor any energy to carry on fighting, so went into an all-out retreat. The Muslim army had lost 14 men of the original 313, while the Meccan army had lost an approximate 70 men to death and another 70 taken prisoner. The victory at Badr was more than just a military triumph. It was a sign of divine support, boosting the morale of the Muslim community and solidifying their presence in Arabia. For the Quraysh, it was a humbling defeat, signaling the rise of a new power. The Battle of Badr marked the beginning of a new era. The Muslim community, once marginalized, now stood as a formidable force, with their faith and resolve stronger than ever. This battle was not just a clash of swords, but a clash of ideologies, a testament to the power of faith and perseverance. The sands of Badr will forever echo the cries of those who fought for what they believed in, shaping the future of Islam and the world. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from the annals of history.